Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to show you how to find winning designs for e-commerce in 2026 step by step. This video is for you if you're running a print-on-demand store, you sell apparel, accessories or custom products, you're doing dropshipping with branded designs, or you keep launching products that don't sell. By the end of this walkthrough, you will know how to spot designs that actually convert, where to find inspiration legally, and how to avoid wasting time guessing what might work. This is not about talent, it's about systems and data. Let's start from the foundation. What is winning design in 2026? Let's get one thing clear. A winning design is not the prettiest design or the most creative design or the one you personally like. A winning design is one that stops scrolling, matches clear audience, communicates value instantly, sells repeatedly. In 2026, design success is market driven, not artist driven. Now, step one, pick the right product category first. Before looking at a design, you must choose where the design will live. Different products behave differently. Top design friendly products in 2026: t-shirts and hoodies, phone cases, wall art and posters, mugs, tote bags, or stickers. Right? If you try to find designs without choosing a product, you will stay stuck. Pick one product type first. Next, understand the audience before the design. This step alone puts you ahead of 90% of beginners. Ask these questions. Who is this for? What do they care about? And what emotion makes them buy? Winning designs usually hit one of these emotions: pride, identity, humor, belonging, motivation, nostalgia. People don't buy designs, they buy how the design makes them feel. Step 3, use marketplaces to spot proven winners. Now let's talk about where to look. You want platforms where real people spend real money. For example, Etsy, right? Very important. Search your product type. For example, funny cat t-shirt, okay, or minimalist wall art, or motivational hoodie. Then sort by the best selling. Okay, you can show filters here, right, and choose Etsy's best picks, and also the star seller, right, the highest rating. Okay, look for the listings with hundreds of thousands of reviews, consistent branding, and simple cut clear design. These are already validated. Do not copy, analyze. Ask what style is repeating, what themes show up again and again. Is it text based, visual, or both? Okay. Amazon merch. Okay. Amazon is pure data. Search keywords related to your niche and look at apparel best sellers, right? Or merch on demand product. Pay attention to font lines, right? Or font styles, excuse me, message length, and color choices. So simple designs dominate Amazon for a reason. Step 4, use social media as trend radar. Now let's move to trend discovery, not validation. TikTok or Instagram Reels. Okay, you can search for print on demand, or small business, Etsy shop, Shopify brand. Okay, and from there you're gonna be able to see basically examples of that. All right, watch what gets repeated, goes viral across multiple accounts, is shown being worn or used. Okay, if you see the same design across different creators, that's original. Trends in 2026 move fast. You're not early, you're adaptive, right? Pinterest, underrated gold mine. It's a gold standard for where design trends quietly start, right? You can search keywords like, let me go to the search bar here. Yeah, aesthetic t-shirt design, or in your case you can type wall art ideas, minimal typography poster. Look for pins with high saves, repeated visual styles, clear niche focus. Okay, Pinterest shows what people plan to buy, not just like. Step 5, use spy tools, right? Which is optional but powerful. If you want to go deeper, spy tools help you reduce guessing. Popular tools in 2026 like ad libraries, meta ads library, product research tools, or Etsy's analytics tools. Look for design being advertised repeatedly, right? Ads running for weeks, simple creatives with strong messaging. If someone is spending money on ads, the design is likely wrong. Step 6, break down why design is winning. This is where beginners fail. They copy instead of analyze. Every winning design has components. Break it down to message, style, audience, context. For example, is it bold text or thin typography? Is it sarcastic or emotional? Is it evergreen, or is it niche specific or broad? Is it evergreen or trend based? Once you understand the structure, you can create original variations, right? Step 7, create variations, not one design. Never launch one design and hope. In 2026, testing wins. For every idea, create 3 to 5 variations. Change wording, change layout, change colors. Sometimes the smallest tweaks turns a loser into a winner. Design testing is cheaper than ad testing. Step 8, validate designs before scaling. Before going all in, validate. Ways to validate: upload to Etsy and track favorites, run low budget ads, or post organically and watch engagement. Use mock-ups and get feedback. Don't marry your designs. Let data decide. Step 9, common design mistakes to avoid. Let me save you some time. Avoid over-designed graphics, hard-to-read fonts, generic quotes, trend hopping with no niche, designing for quote-unquote everyone. Specific sells, simple converts. Step 10, a realistic winning design workflow. Here's a simple workflow you can repeat. Pick a niche, analyze best sellers, stop repeating patterns, create original variations, test multiple designs, scale winners. No guessing, no emotion, just execution and data. So, winning designs in e-commerce in 2026 are not about luck. They're about observation, pattern recognition, understanding people, consistent testing. If you stop designing for yourself and start designing for markets, results change fast. If this complete walkthrough helped you, like the video, subscribe, and comment below what product category or niche you want to deep dive on next. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.